Shall we have Paul Kwesi sing off stage?
Good evening. Chairman of the Court of Governors, President of the school, Honorable Guest Speaker, Dean of School, Pro-Vice Chancellor of the KNUST, fellow graduates, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm exhilarated to be awarded the valedictorian of this incomparable class of February 2018. After a very demanding year of hard work and personal sacrifices, the opportunity to stand before you and share my thoughts and experiences is a privilege I take great pride in. I wish to congratulate you, my fellow graduates, for your exertions and unbridled commitment to accomplish this feat. This was by no means a great achievement. A round of applause also goes to our parents, our partners, family, as well as all who contributed in diverse ways towards our success here today. To my very own Angela, my very supportive wife, and our 3 beautiful children, thank you for the support. Thank you for the late nights you stayed up and encouraged me when I had to prepare for an exams or had to work on an assignment. God bless you. I think they all deserve a big round of applause. Thank you also to the school administration and the entire faculty and staff for your commitment to duty and excellence. A hearty thanks to the president of this great institution for your exemplary leadership. I believe Ghana needs more of such great leadership. And today I join you in saying that every great city deserves a great school. And you are building just that, a great school for this city of Accra. It all seems like yesterday when we were seated in that long lecture hall for our first module on leadership. That lecture was never ending, but that was to set the tone for what the next few months was going to look like for us. How intimidating that class was. There were multiplicity of contributions from all angles to suggest that people even knew better than the young suave man in front of the class in his white shirt and bow tie. And as I sat down in that lecture hall, I kept asking myself if I had made a mistake, enrolling for the course. Now, don't get me wrong, that lecture was solid. The presentation, the industry experiences shared, and overall delivery was on point. But something just didn't feel right. I had moved on from a place of work in a managerial position to a new place where I had no one to lead but myself. And as I sat in that class, I asked myself, maybe, just maybe, this should have waited. But I'm happy that I stuck with my decision because I was being prepared for something bigger. Less than a year later, and I would lead a much larger team to accomplish something big in the annals of one of the biggest banks in this country. Fellow graduates, today we are graduating after a year of intense study and great sacrifices. But graduation is not the end, my friends. It's just the beginning. The beginning of exciting careers and great opportunities that await every one of us here, which I believe the rigor and scrupulous training of the past year has prepared us to take advantage of and to reach for even greater heights than we've ever imagined. Michael Josephson, an internationally renowned champion of character development and ethical conduct, once said, "Take pride in how far you have come. Have faith in how far you can go, but don't forget to enjoy the journey." And what an incredible journey this has been. The highs, the lows, the happy moments, the not so pleasant moments, but I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. I wish I enjoyed it a whole lot more. I had applied and gained admission to the 2-year graduate program in another university. But just when I was about to register, I got introduced to the ABS 1-year MBA program through a very good friend. I perused the course content and decided right away that it was a good fit for me, considering the modular approach and the flexibility of 1 weekend a month. That meant I would miss EPL action only once in a month. I made further inquiries, and the next day, a gentleman was in my office to register me for the program. Now, that's what I called express delivery. The admission was swift. The business got underway swiftly too. The first 2 modules were all cozy until a rude awakening when we had to be paired with other batches. I can tell you that surely didn't go down well, and we made sure the president was aware. But I must tell you, some of those sessions were very refreshing, especially contributions from the mini MBA students who didn't have to bother about exams or assignments, and so would drag the lectures on for hours. Nevertheless, they livened up the class with their questions and vast experience. Soon we were ushered into the debilitating drudgery of writing exams on a Thursday and taking lectures on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, followed by 2,500-word assignments the week after. Those assignments. Do you know nobody in this incomparable class of February 2018 ever missed an assignment deadline? How could you, when Xavier was unrelenting with those reminders? Talking of reminders, do you remember how those exam reminders flowed like water through a burst pipe? Then there was the anxiety of the exam results. The results took so long, you would think the scripts were marked in Australia and sent to us by ship. Yes, the lectures were great. How many of us can forget those FM lectures and all those puzzling formulae we had to deal with? WACC, CAPM, NPV. Not to talk of that perplexing exams we had to write that fateful evening. But there were a lot of perspicuous lecturers, and students were usually ebullient for the next sessions. For example, the passion-filled entrepreneur sessions. My friend, you must be passionate and aggressive as an entrepreneur. Mr. Chairman, our journey through this great institution is riddled with stories of courage, of strength, and of people combining arduous academic engagements with full-time corporate work and family life. Who can forget the pregnant and lactating mothers who had to endure laborious hours of exams and lectures? Unemployed fathers paying for tuition when they didn't know when the next meal for their children was going to come from. We each have a story to tell of the struggles, of the sacrifices and inconveniences to loved ones over the course of the past year. But you can look back and smile because you have made it. And today we salute you, great men and women, for not quitting on yourselves and staying the course to the very end. You did not quit, and I believe you learned some important lessons along the way. Amidst all the great lessons, cutting-edge thinking and research, I dare say that the most important lessons you would have learned will not be the 4 P's of marketing or the 4 V's of operations management. Neither is it the ROE or the ROI of investment. Yes, these are important, but the most important thing you would have learned is how to lead yourself and how to work effectively with people. Because a couple of years down the line, these concepts won't matter as much as how you've led yourself and the beautiful relationships that you've kept. And these will be paramount in the continuous realization of your dreams. Mr. Chairman, the story is told of Larry Page and Sergey Brin, who met in grad school and did some great stuff together that became Google, a billion-dollar technology company. So I was very excited about the prospect of meeting a great partner in grad school too. And I believe without a measure of doubt that I have met great people and the partnerships are on course to yield fruitful returns. I believe in collaboration because I believe no one can achieve a great vision all by themselves. We all need people if we are to achieve the insurmountable. An African proverb puts it better. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. An MBA degree is as much about the relationships you build as it is about the education you receive. And looking back, I am glad I embarked on this journey because I met with great people, and when I look around, I see entrepreneurs, I see pastors, I see political leaders, I see teachers, I see leaders of industry. And I believe we ought to pool our resources together, we would achieve a whole lot more. This nation needs a group of people willing to put aside their differences to work together to achieve a common purpose. This nation needs you. It needs your talent. It needs your vigor. It needs all that is in you. Our class exhibited profuse collaboration throughout the session, which was a good thing. If I should ask today who was our class rep, I'm sure I'll get 3 different answers. Was it Osman the Supera? Or was it Erasmus? They both worked together very well to ensure the class got its concerns addressed. A big round of applause to Honorable and Erasmus. I think the pleasure trip planners can take a lesson from them. Finally, my friends, as we leave the corners of this great institution, I leave you with this quote by Henry Ford. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. And working together, that is success. Please know that it's not the certificate you hold in your hands that will open the doors that you desire. Yes, these will be great stepping stones, but it's the values of discipline, integrity, hard work, and great relationships you have built. Some of you may lead thousands, others may lead just by themselves. But in whatever you set out to do, I hope you strive for greatness in your own way and as part of the collective. Bind these keys to your heart and go out there and make the world a better place. This isn't goodbye. This is see you soon. I'm pretty sure Julius will do an episode before I take my seat. Long live class of February 2018. Long live Accra Business School. Long live our beloved Ghana. Thank you.